Hi, I'm Krista Smith. Welcome to the Toronto International Film Festival. All right, Adrien Brody kind of needs no introduction. He's here with Paul Haggis's movie, Third Person, which, true to Haggis form, has us going in a bunch of different directions.
Yeah, he's great at that.
Yeah,
Narrative,
it's like the one that won him.
Tiered, all these
Right?
interweaving
Crash.
stories. Yeah,
Won
great.
the Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's great cast, obviously. What I thought was interesting is that he shot it all in Europe. Basically, even though one story's in New York, Paris, and Rome, it was all done in Rome.
I think it was a logistical thing too. I'm
Was
sure
it?
Paul would have loved to shoot in each place, but
Yeah.
I think cost of making movies and making those major moves
Right.
are not really.
I know,
In the
in this-
independent world, it's not really
Right?
that easy to
in
pull
any
off.
world, it's not
Yeah,
that easy
I
now.
know.
I mean, you notice, it's like I saw that, I remember sitting and watching Lincoln a year ago and being amazed that it took so many pieces to make a Steven Spielberg film starring Daniel Day-Lewis. Lincoln,
I know.
About one of the most famous, men in history, and it's still cobbling together the finances and the domestic versus international and all that stuff. So it's the way we live now, right?
If you have a good comic book, though, that'll get going. We'll get going quick.
Right. All right. So let's just talk about you. Your guy is a businessman, from what I understand, and you kind of get swept up in this chase, basically.
Yeah, I mean, on a kind of superficial level, he's a somewhat crooked businessman. He's not, he lacks some ethical considerations, but I think what appealed to me most about the screenplay and about the writing of the characters is that they're all so deeply flawed, and they're all trying to overcome grave mistakes. Mm-hmm. And I think it's wonderful to find dramatic material that speaks to something that is such a universal thing. Like we've all made mistakes, and sometimes when they affect family or loved ones, they're serious and they're hard to overcome. And I think that there's an element of that anyway in even the title, that there's somehow inevitably always a third person in the mix, whether that person is presently there or it's past, and that's affecting your current relationship, your current state of mind. And I was very moved by the screenplay when I read it, but that's what I gravitate towards. I try to find characters that all of those flaws are out on the
all
table.
in there. All right, it's good to see you, hon.
You too.